An apprentice is a young person who is ready to learn and just absorb all kinds of great information about a given trade.
Ever since I was a little kid, I always helped my dad cook in the kitchen, so it's always been a dream to be a cook.
An apprentice is somebody who is interested in a skilled trade that is willing to put in a certain amount of work hours per year, usually around 2,000, and apprenticeships generally last 6,000 to 8,000 hours, so an apprenticeship can be 3 to 4 years long.
Getting my ticket was important to me. Being able to do all electrical work all across Canada, having a red seal trade was one of the important parts of starting an apprenticeship.
An apprenticeship is certainly not an employment contract. It's an employment training agreement that the apprentice has with the employer and documented by the apprenticeship counselor through the Ministry of Colleges and Universities.
Being paid to learn rather than paying to learn. And I also really like the concept of being in the workplace for most of the time in the year, 10 months and then 2 months in a classroom.
My dad's a tool maker as well. I guess that really helped me to get into the trade. But in high school I did CoOp and I enjoyed it then.
One of the main reasons we like to take on apprentices is that the apprenticeship program is quite comprehensive. It involves 5,000 hours plus of working time. It involves 2 scrutinizing tests as well as a final exam. It also involves signing off on and getting experience with every type of job you can do on a motorcycle. So taking on an apprentice shows that the employee or apprentice is quite committed to the industry, helps separate those who kind of want to work on motorcycles from those who want to make it into a career and take it seriously.
Well, we have a small jobbing shop, and it's always nice to take on an apprentice that you can train. And my husband was an apprentice when he started out, and he appreciated the knowledge and stuff taught to him by the journeyman that he worked with, and so he wanted to give back by hiring and training an apprentice too.
We hire from the college as co-op students, basically test drive the student through co-op programs, and then upon completion we will sign them up for a particular apprenticeship which matches what they've done for training in school.
For us, it is someone who is working full-time in the program, getting paid, but is also going to school to learn more of the theory and background about the field that they're in. So for us, it's early childhood education, and they would come out at the end of it with their diploma and be able to work as a registered early childhood educator.
Real life experience, you're working in the field, you're working with an amazing employer that is willing to give you the education, to give you the support, to give you everything that you need to excel in your trade.
When we look for apprentices, we look for someone that has some, doesn't matter which trade we're looking at, we need someone that has some mechanical aptitude, has some ability to tinker. It's the kid that played with the Lego blocks that was interested in building things. Because when we're hiring an apprentice, as much as we may be hiring for the machine shop like you see in the background, the ultimate goal is here to have a machine builder, someone that's actually going to assemble machinery.
It is the culinary arts, and people need to have some passion because it's a creative, dynamic business, and the people that are in it certainly need to be creative and dynamic to be successful.
We take on apprentices for several reasons. The legality, of course, the Ontario government does regulate who works on people's motorcycles. We do try and prevent just anybody from wrenching on them and repairing and customizing them to ensure a level of quality. So trying out the apprenticeship or taking on apprentices was somewhat enforced, but also a good choice because now we can regulate the quality of work that goes onto the bikes.
An apprentice is an employee, correct. They're treated like all our other employees. They're just an employee in training.
Basically, the apprentices are our future. When my partner Craig and I took over the company from his dad in the early 90s, we had probably at that time 15 electricians, 5 apprentices. We currently have anywhere between 46 to 51 electricians and anywhere from 15 to 17 apprentices at any given time. Most of our electricians were apprentices here. So they've come up to the rank, they've allowed us to grow the company, and they're trained to what we expect our apprentices to know. Good quality journey people, we can sell that to our customers.
The apprentice program is really good because it allows you to earn a wage while you're also learning on the job.